Well, Mickelson really has to establish here that the trades that he made were done without any sort of material non-public information coming into his possession. So what the government is investigating is whether or not Mr. Mickelson received a tip that would have alerted him to some upcoming offer for the Clorox company. And in order for him to really succeed and exonerate himself, he has to show that his trading was based on independent information and not on anything that he may have gleaned as part of a tip from Billy Walters or Carl Icahn. I think the question about whether or not he's going to be impacted in terms of his image is a more complicated one, because oftentimes people, when they become subject to these governmental investigations, even the question of improper conduct can be quite damaging for their reputation, especially like Mr. Mickelson, who has a very clean reputation. I think it's too early to tell right now. He did say he is cooperating, so in the long run he may be able to weather this storm, but I think over the next couple of weeks it's really going to be the make or break time for his future endorsements and his image. Well, Carl Icahn really for 50 years has been a very activist, well-known investor. He's never really been in trouble before, unlike many of his counterparts on Wall Street. Mr. Icahn does have a reputation for being a compliance-oriented investor, so that's one of the reasons that this case is so noteworthy. Mr. Icahn has insisted that he has done nothing wrong, but at the same time, any sort of implication of insider trading can be very damaging for his reputation. So now, at the end of his career, it's going to be a question of whether he can survive with his reputation intact if these charges turn out to be true or not. It's been difficult for the SEC to find really solid evidence like an email or a smoking gun or even having some sort of recorded conversation. So I think the SEC does have quite a challenge ahead of it, and we'll have to see whether they can come up with enough evidence to charge Mr. Mickelson.